My name is Kenneth Burr. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. This right here is our advanced ambient light projection. This is the gunmetal version of 39. So this screen right here, we call this the 39 Superior Black Widow gunmetal. We're going to be doing demonstrations today, or we don't want to do tests, but pretty much the screen has passed everything we threw at it. But we'll throw some gunmetal up there, showing price difference and performance. We're going to be using the Dark Star 9, which I like. That's a very good gunmetal screen. Also, too, Daylight has a screen. I don't properly pronounce the screen right correctly, but I'll put it up there for you all. So here we are. This is the Dark Star 9. There's the gain of the screen, so you can see it. It's a 0.9 gain. The screen right here for 100 inches is around $3,000. Over here we have Daylight's screen right here. Let me lean in a little bit on the camera to have a little shot. There we go. Daylight screen has a 0.8 gain. This screen is around $4,500. If the price hasn't dropped, probably about $4,500 to $5,000. Our technology we have here is a 104-inch screen that comes in at $204 on the website. On a 24-ounce, that will allow you to paint a screen up to 120 inches, which you can go much bigger than this if you want to. Now, mind you, if it's $3,000 to $5,000 for a 100-inch, what do you think a 120-inch would cost you in a certified? I suggest you check it out and get sticker shock real quick. It's quite expensive. We're going to be using our outdated projector, our 2012 Christie projector, again, that I only paid about $270 for. And the demonstration is displayed under these screens. They're using projectors that were easy, whopping $5,000. I'm not talking about as in you get a lot of money. I told you when these companies do their demonstrations, they go for the most advanced projectors they can get their hands on to make the screen look good. And on top of that, they are not going to be in a fully lit environment. Sorry about that. Oh, I know where this one's at. No, we're not going to go into this today. No, we're not. I got all the fire sticks and put them all up, so we're going to go through this today. There we go. Made sure of that this morning when I got up, that all fire sticks were going to be in their place. I'm not doing that one again. And I went and bought some colored tape so I can actually match each one to each device so we know exactly by color pattern which is which. All right, so we're going to go. Oh, they got a new video down here. I'm always looking for new videos when I got something new. What do they got right here? What's this right here? Oh, this is just done a couple hours ago. Oh, we definitely got to do this one. Now, if you notice, when we do these demonstrations, we're not in a dark environment. We don't come downstairs to a dark environment, no ambient light controlled environment, none of that. No expensive projectors, no projectors being calibrated, none of that stuff. We come right down into a bright environment. This is how we do our tests. Darkest scenes? Are you kidding me? Oh, this is going to look good on the 39. But how dark are the scenes? I don't like it when they say it's going to be the darkest scenes. And I see scenes of light in there. I'm like, oh, this is not going to work. But we'll play it on here anyway. This should be fun. Just want to see something real quick. We have the speakers hooked up. We should have speakers hooked up for this.
Line it.
It's not food.
Oh, I'm going to say the darkest. It's not the darkest. Those are not dark scenes. That's not dark scenes. When you say darkest scenes, that's not dark at all, period. No. All right, let's go grab our certified screens and get them started. Because I still have that portal demonstration to do, which I'm setting upstairs for. Getting that ready. That'd be cool to work. And oh, I thought that was coming from someplace else. What the frick is that coming from? It's coming from over there. That'd be cool to do for a new section we're going to be putting on the website for thinking outside the box. So you're going to see portals and all kinds of cool stuff, 3D mapping, stuff we're going to be using our technology with. And also, too, we're working on a liquid projection screen, which we showed you that already, bits and pieces of it last year. We're going to actually start putting more time into that technology. All right, let's go put this over here. Now, just to show you really quick that the screens are gunmetal, let's come over and let's lean over so you can have a look. There you go. This is gunmetal technology. As I told you before, this is the screen that put to pasture the gray screen. This is the gunmetal. Has that reflective surface. It has the ability to be able to pull the contrast and colors and white levels because of that reflective surface. This is the screen responsible for the extinction of a gray screen. Because once Black Diamond came out showing that technology, so did the rest of them. Dark Star 9. See the color of that screen right there? These are gunmetals. Now, if you want to know how much a gunmetal will cost you, and some people really don't understand how expensive home theater is, take the time, try to find one. You can't go to, you can't buy certified screens off of Amazon. You can't go there and buy those. You have to go to a certified dealership to get them. That's how you obtain gunmetal screens. If you want the sample sheets, now this one you can go to, you can go over to Elite Screens website, and they have a place where you can buy samples at. But if you want the official screen itself, you have to go through a dealership to get it. You can't just go walk into Walmart or one place like that. You're not going to get it. They don't have them. You can get one on eBay if someone has one used that they're selling. But that's the only way you're going to get one. DMP Supernova, which we have samples over there, you can't go to any website and buy them. You have to find a select dealership that has those sample sheets, and you have to go through a process to get them, which means they're going to send you an email, and in the email they're going to ask a few questions, and then from there they're going to basically send you out an invoice, and you pay for it from the invoice from there. That's how you have to do it from there to get the DMP Supernova and sample sheets. Now, as I said before, also, when you got people talking about their products being the best, again, where are your certified samples? You can't have one. You have to have as many as you can get your hands on. One's not enough. Because then, if you go to a forum site, they're going to say, well, how does your technology work? They might not have your sample sheet. They might, what about this one? What about that one? You have to have all of them. Now, we already know why we can't get Black Diamond already from the door. That should tell you right there from the door how advanced our technology is. That we can't even go near diamond technology due to the fact that in 2015, we had a screen that basically did the exact same thing, but was able to switch and pick up a 190 viewing angle, something that the diamond couldn't do because they go dark around the edges. All of them do. They have a narrow viewing cone. And if they want to challenge me on that, hey, you really want to go? You want to open up that Pandora's box? Because this isn't 15 years ago, this is now. And the technology we have now is far more advanced. I will engineer something that would scare the daylights out of you. You wouldn't want that nightmare walking into your facility to begin with, because not only will it be only to pick up a 190-degree viewing angle at any area in the environment, but it will completely crush your technology with no problem. Everything and anything you have. If I'm developing something, people, I want the best. Some people get upset about, oh, guess what? I want the best. I'm sorry, but I'm not on everybody's little level where people have to sit there and say, I'll settle. I don't settle. I do it the right way, or we don't do it at all. That's how we do things over here. So if I'm developing a technology, it's going to be in my house. I'm going to be gaming off it, number one. Watching movies and sports, it had better be the best. And that's what I respect from my customers. If those you feel that, oh, he's going to, no, it's not far enough. It's not far enough. Not for me. I want the best. I don't settle for washed out screens and poor images. I'm not talking about certifieds. I'm talking about some of the stuff I've seen online. I don't settle for that nonsense. It's acceptable. No, it's not acceptable in my book. It's supposed to be clean. It's supposed to be gorgeous. That's why I can walk through my house and display my screens. I can display a 180-inch screen off my ceiling with a light in the middle of it on a projector I paid $140 for, because I want the best. And if God blesses you with something, you will have the best. People get angry over it because at the end of the day, and they just not on that level yet. So my customers don't want to spend, and I'm pretty sure they do not want to spend the money for a $4,000 $3,000 projection screen, I'm pretty sure they want something that they can have that same technology without it costing an arm and a leg. I mean, people love to have a black diamond screen. People love to have some of this expensive technology on the market. It's very expensive. Let's see what's going on with the speakers over here. Seems to be having a little issue. What's going on with you today? Today has been technical breakdown. Been having that today lately. I'm gonna have to go in here and change everything out. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, that's weird. Oh, the subs are doing that. I love Bluetooth, but Bluetooth gets on my nerves sometimes. So that's probably picking off from one of the subs upstairs. I'm like, wait a minute, it can't be coming from here. It's going to come from the subs. All right, let's begin. Let's start off with the white levels first. White screensaver. Let me get out of the way of this picture shot.
Getting that from YouTube.
Get over here. So some people get bothered by that. But you know, like I said, at the end of the day, my customers want a nice looking screen. They don't want that, what do you call it? That passable nonsense. They don't want that. And again, they don't want to spend a lot of money for a projector or a screen. So we'll go to the white level first, what you like to do. That's the first thing we do anytime we test out or display a screen. The first thing we do is we request the white levels first. And the reason why, that gives us an idea to see where the screen's white levels are. That's all I'm looking for, is just the white levels. Like I said, when the first time I did this demonstration, when we were doing it, we had the mic open. We had more respectful people at that particular time. We had someone come in and go, oh, well, that screen's going to produce amazing colors because look at the white level. No, the white level is a bad thing. If that's the case, then the white projection screen would be more superior because it does pull the highest white level of any screen in home theater projection. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Wait real quick. I should get my shot in there. There we are. Screen. Make sure this one is centered. We got this one on a half and half. Now, let me show you something. This is called the narrow viewing comb effect. See if it pulls it off. Dark Star 9 pulled it off. See where the screen goes dark? That's what we found out when we did the diamond. Do it again. So if you're standing here, if you're standing here, if you're standing here, here, see how the screen starts to lighten as you turn? It's called a narrow viewing comb effect. That happens usually when the surface has that reflective coating. And the daylight screen is doing extremely good. But again, even if the screen is able to match your technology, keep in mind, it can never match the price tag. Because in order for the customer to have a 100-inch of the daylight screen, they got to spend $5,000. For 100-inch of our screen is $204, and again, it paints a screen size of 120 inches. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Work. I have to be on this side, bird. Green screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Okay. Slow color change out.
Getting that from YouTube.
What happens when performance meets power? You try crit.
Now, if I wanted to advance the technology we have here, I can make it slightly darker. I can enhance the white level so it picks up even higher. Like I said, because we got black screens over there. And it would be overpower the daylight screen. But by what I'm seeing right now, I can actually duplicate their screen if I wanted to. I can change my screen and make it darker. I've made darker ones than this one. And we can overpower that with no problem. But now what I just saw, what I'm seeing right here, if I'm matching this screen, I could duplicate it from a paint. Not from a fabric or material, we can duplicate it literally from a paint. This is why I don't see why people, if they're challenging a screen, and maybe the screen might be better than theirs, how they would back down from that challenge. I would take it head on. Win or lose, I'm still coming back with information that I need. And right now, from this, I automatically know from the ingredients and what we put into this and the measurements, I can duplicate their screen and advance it, make it better. Like the Network Race 773, soon to be half and half, which we're going to be working on next. Somewhere next week, we're working on that. That's for fun. All right, we're basically designing a better version of a gray screen to challenge our screens because the Network Race 773 is too easy. So we have to design one. I mean, at least I need a challenge at the end of the day. I mean, if we're going to design a gray screen, I'd have one blowout is certified. At least if we can get one of those in here, that'd be good. That'd be a good challenge. All the other certified screens we got are not working for us. All right, let's go with Starfield Screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Yep, we can duplicate the technology. So the Dark Star 9, that's interesting. The Dark Star 9 does not pick up a contrast level as heavy as the daylight screen. AK Desired Nature.
Getting that from YouTube.
Once we already got it figured out, we're done on that one. Do you know what this means now? I mean, I don't really want to match their screens in there. I'd rather just blow them out at the end of the day. But yeah, we can actually match and duplicate a projection screen through paint. Do you know when screen paint started coming out, that was the hugest argument on the face of the planet, was you're never going to get a screen paint to do the same thing a certified screen can do. Not going to happen ever, because they had this reflective coating, this special fabric and material and films and whatever. It can't be done. Oh, yes, it can be done. Yes, you can. You can overpower them and you can mimic their technology. Pretty sure I'll be getting an email about this one. And by the way, legit emails. Because I've talked to this company before. I've actually talked to a lot of the companies before. Do you have any idea what this coating is probably worth now? Because if you consider the fact that any company that does all white projection screens, if they apply this coating, they had the same technology as a daylight screen. This is why we get a lot of interesting offers from overseas, from different countries that develop white screens. Because this coating right here can change the game from right from the door. Now, price-wise, no. Our screen costs $204 to paint in. $204. And those screens are $3,000 and $5,000. So which one would you rather paint in? You got a screen over there that's going to cost you $5,000. One's going to cost you $3,000. And then you got our technology that $204 and paints a screen size of 120 inches. You don't want to know how much a 120-inch screen costs with one of these screens. It's extremely expensive. Sorry about bumping the stand. You won't be spending $3,000. You won't be spending $5,000, $6,000. I gotta look that up. I'm curious. what if I want a 120 inch? What would that cost me? I need a printout sheet. That's what I need. I need to call, if I can't track it down online, I need to call the actual dealership and get a printout of what 120 inch of that screen would cost me. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be 5 Gs. 4K snow screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Mastriano would make all
Oh.
the worst.
Here we go. Seriously? Already? Man.
Jay? Yeah, a little extra.
You should be able to put an option in any form of set-top box or whatever where you can basically just block out certain stuff you just don't want to see at the end of the day. I don't care who it is for political at the end of the day. I don't want to see it. I don't want my TV to be bombarded with me trying to watch a TV show. And every time I turn around, I got somebody. I don't care who it is at the end of the day. I don't want to see it. It's freaking annoying. I should be able to pick and choose on my time. I love this. This is actually an amazing screensaver. People who developed this did an amazing job. This is very relaxing too, to watch. Little things are moving in the background. Beautiful house. Man, this is a house you retire in, right here. No hustle and bustle of the city. Beautiful. Only thing I would change in the house, I would basically put a pier right there at the beginning of the steps that would come out, because just in case the water were to rise up, I would definitely cut that off to a certain area, and I would have put a pier from here to here, because you're not going to drive off of that pier. You're going to need a boat right there. So that would basically be it. Other than that, that is the perfect home. I like when people post, would you live in this place without Wi-Fi for a year? Yeah, heck yes. You can't live without Wi-Fi? Seriously? I lived in an era before we didn't even have Wi-Fi. Heck, I live in an era we had rotary phones. Yeah, rotary phones, people. Rotary phones. And then when they bought out the cordless phones, they looked like walkie-talkies for an airstrike. Where you had to, first they had the antennas, but the antennas could get snapped off. Then they started to make them so you could screw them on, so you could take them on and off or replace them even easier. But I had rotary phone when I was coming up. Rotary phone and a long intertwining cord that your sister would wrap all around the house as she was talking to her friends. And just make sure you don't trip over and get decapitated, one or the other. It's going to happen. And then when you got done with this long cord, it was somehow, down through time, would knot up into this huge monster knot that was virtually impossible to get out. It's just basically just right off, just getting another one. And I'm not talking about straight cord. I'm talking about was this straight cord? Yeah, no. I forgot. It wasn't straight cord. No, because you had a receiver. You had the receiver for the ear. So basically, it was one of those twisting, twindy cords. That's what it was. TVs used to have tubes, actual TV tubes. Man, I told you, my era in technology goes way back. I remember my brother first got an 8-track player in his car. What, a 1960 something? It wasn't a Thunderbird. I think it was a Firebird. That's what he had. Like Smokey and the Bandit. Big tires in the back, small tires in the front. Nitro. All right, let's go through this bad boy. So we got contrast. Let's put some more snow levels on this. .4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Where is my DMP Supernova? I got one of those too. I got a couple of DMP Supernovas. nothing there. Ah, yes, this is the DMP supernova right here. This is darker. This would be in the range of also too of gunmetal. I don't know about the matinee black. That's in the range of gunmetal. These are DMP supernovas right here. That's another $4,000, $5,000 projection screen. Where is, let me see. Where's the bird? Okay, perfect, we got it over here. Huh. They have to lay perfectly flat to a surface. That's why when I'm looking at people doing sample sheets, you got creases and bends in them. No, you can't do that. You mess the screen up. That's not a fair demonstration. It has to be perfectly flat to the surface. Anything, the little edges, you can go dark around the edges. You don't want that. Let's go back again on that one. I want to say that the matinee black is gunmetal, but I'm not sure yet. So I'm going to have to go online, do some research, find out if it is gunmetal, because I can't stick a screen up there saying it's gunmetal and it's not gunmetal. So you have to do your research. So we got the DMP Supernova. That is a dark screen. That's considered gunmetal category. That's a $4,000, $5,000 projection screen. So let's take it at 4,000, 5,000, sorry, 3,000 and 5,000. So our gunmetal technology is either matching or overpowering. And this is a $5,000 screen. Now as for house paint, that's something you don't want to match at the end of the day. Definitely don't want to be matching that. Because again, your price of your product drops tremendously. You don't want to match that. This, you want to match. When you're doing these demonstrations, they have to be done in a fully lit environment. Doing them in the dark, no good. The reason why people do these demonstrations in the dark, because their screen is going to have an issue, maybe pulling up in a fully lit environment. So that's why they do them in the dark, but it has to be done with a fully lit environment. All this technology is ambient light projection technology. Let's get ourselves something else. I'm going to pop over to this one. Now, I can honestly say now that if I go into a form site, somebody has daylight screen up there, I can say, well, look, here's the deal, buddy. Oh, yeah, color didn't pull up right there too well. Definitely didn't pull up too well. I can go, here's the deal, buddy. My technology did the same thing. And it cost my customers $204 to paint in 120 inch screen, because it goes up to 120 inch. we do the demonstrations as we show you. We do the white levels, we do the color patterns, and we do contrast. When I watch other people do these, try to do these tests, in the dark, number one, always in the dark. Number two, you don't see any color patterns. You don't see no contrast levels, but you'll see some white levels. But try to keep it on their terms. There's no way in the world you'd be to take out any of these screens, anything we have in our collection, which is basically on a gray screen. Not going to happen. Gray screens don't even pull up on this thing. Technology is crazy. I gotta get this real quick off my stand. That is crazy. That's beautiful. This is amazing for my customers. Like I said, they get the best. That's why it pays not to cut corners. That's why. It pays not to cut corners. We'll let the screen have it stand a long time, let it flex for a little bit and have some fun. This is why when people go online and they see my demonstrations are different from everybody else's. No one's doing certified screens, everybody's stuck in dark environments with projectors that are using an insane amount of contrast and color. We don't do that over here. Every time I come downstairs, we use all this light to display our screens. If your screens are not displaying in this environment, and our screens can, we know already the minute we watch or see your video, what's going to happen to your screen. If it's introduced to any real light, it's going to wash out. Well, the gunmetal will be available shortly. I have to come down and get pictures of it now to load up onto the website so we can start getting ready. All the specifications have been updated onto the site. Now, screen paints, looking for gunmetal screen paints, we don't find a lot of them. Matter of fact, I haven't seen any of them. We've seen one. Is it worth my time, people? Think about it. It's going to be a cancel order. We all know that. If you can't back your product up, what's the point of me wasting my time? I'm a very busy person. So, what would be the point of me going in, placing the order? And mind you, I have canceled Frankensteins on my table right now. I have 3 of them upstairs. What would be the point? Judging by what I saw in the paint, it's not even gunmetal. It's kind of a mid-gray, that's what it is. So it's not gunmetal. it would never pass. It's definitely not going to be worth the time. And the person who sells it can't back the product because, again, like I said, we're going to get a canceled order. And the excuses will come flowing in as usual. And I'm not going to waste my time and effort or customers or friends to go in and place an order to get it down here to have it do the exact same thing it did in demonstrations. Sorry, we never had to break this down. My fault. I apologize about that one. But I'm pretty sure it's going to do the same thing. We can give it a challenge today. Put it against a black diamond. Mind, we've had gunmetal. D5K and D6K, look them up, under digital and crystal screen paint. That was gunmetal technology in 2015 we developed. That's when we went against diamond. That's how we got, you look at the letters and stuff, yeah. Right around that time, we were developing gunmetal technology. So we got letters, we got companies, they're developing gunmetal technology. Reach out to us. From the demonstrations I've seen already on it, the Frankenstein, no. Washed out images. So it's not worth my time. They can't do basic challenges. Why would I waste my time on that? Put an order through, as I said I was going to do. And if he cancels the order, well, that's it. We'll leave it at that. We'll put in the title of the video, Frankenstein Gunmetal versus Superior Gunmetal. Black Widow 39. He cancels, that's it. His opportunity lost. As I said before, if I get the opportunity to go against the screen, and I know that screen may beat my screen, I'm still doing it. Doesn't make a difference. I'm not going to back down. No one will ever say that I have ever backed down. Ever. I will not give them that credit, even if I lose. They got no passion. They don't even trust their own technology. That's the difference between what I do and what they do. They have no passion, no desire for it, nothing. I couldn't care less. Diamond could have one of the most advanced screens on the face of the planet. And I can know 100% that screen will take my screen apart. I'm not going to back down. I'm going in. And even if I lose, still, no one can ever say, oh, he backed down. You don't get that on me. But I will come back with something 10 times better, and I will take your screen out. And I'll do it for far less. That's why I like the black diamond technology. The black technology is good. It's definitely worthy of testing against. I wouldn't put it against gunmetal. I would put it against that black technology we have over there. I wouldn't see, well, I could use both of them. Who cares? You would never hear me say, and I don't care if they got lawyers or not, that their product is this, that, and the other. It's good. It's really good. It's definitely worthy of testing them. The only problem is we can't go near it because, again, what happened in 2015? Beat one of their screens. It didn't go too well. Now, they were nice enough to reach out to us and send us a nice email. After that, things went downhill because I said there were some complications that we didn't like and we weren't going in that direction. Definitely a worthy opponent to go against. Beautiful that looks. Look at all that light hitting that screen. This is why I love what I do. How could you cut corners in this kind of work? Ambient light control requirements. Da-da-da-da-da. Get one of these in the kitchen on a thin sheet of plexiglass. So the other screen's going to be gone. I'm going to get rid of that. Take out the neon lights. Put this wall the way back the way it was. And I'm going to get a thin plexiglass screen for my setup. It is going to be gorgeous with the gunmetal technology attached to it. for the kitchen. I like to show them that light screen. This is going to look real nice in the kitchen. I think I might get the Optima has a Pico projector that they have. I think I'm gonna go pick that one up because that big old projector I have in there is nice and all, but it's too big for my countertop. I think I'm gonna get myself a nice little Optima Pico projector in there. Correctly here. I got to remember to put the wallpaper surface in that. People ask me about the wallpaper surface. Where do you get it from? Where do you buy it from? They're on Amazon for 28 bucks. That's what they are. So this is a surface we use to make wallpaper screens with. I just got to remember, the minute I come off of here, I got 100 things going through my head, and then I jump onto my machine. You know, I got stuff for their customers and questions regarding the sites we're at. And I totally forget, I really do, to put it up there. But I'll remember, I'll try to remember it. But yeah, it's a surface we got over at Amazon for around 28 bucks. And when you get done, you can roll the screen up and stick it in the corner, because that's what I do it when I'm done. Doesn't crack, doesn't peel, anything. No, it doesn't do any of that. I got to do another demonstration from Fresh. We're going to do a motorized projection screen. I only paid $68 for it, or $70 for it. I'm not paying a lot of money for it. We're going to coat that, and we're going to be coating a fixed frame screen just for demonstration, because people need, not everybody builds a screen at the end of the day, you know. So we're going to do a fixed frame screen, easy tutorial on how to paint it without removing the bar on the back of the screen. Don't do that. Don't remove the bar. Again, information that people don't even know at the end of the day, know nothing. I painted more fixed frame screens, again, like I said, than both of them combined. I've actually built more screens than both of them. The next time we go into the whole ultra short throw thing again, you don't want the challenge that I got going around in my head right now, because if I give you a challenge, you will now have to produce a 148-inch screen on your wall. If you're going to be talking, you have to match my demonstrations screen by screen. I'm not talking about going to a friend's house and using his screen, your own. I don't go to anybody else's houses. If I need to pick out a screen, I have my own right here. And that's what you should be doing. So next time you want to talk about ultra short throw projectors, I'll use my $130 projector on my floor upstairs. I'll do it in a fully lit environment, windows open, lights on, and I expect you to match, you know what I'm talking about, match the exact same size screen I'm using in the demonstration with the same amount of light. That's all. Simple and plain. Where are we going with this? We gotta do something with this wall too. I'm trying to figure out what to do with this wall. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do with it. Oh, I forgot. We got to get pictures of this thing today too to put on the website. Okay, so it's just going to stay here. I was going to take it down, but I forgot. We got to get some pictures of it today. That's what we're doing today. Post onto the website so we can have it ready. And like I said, the gunmetal's good. For those of you, like I said, that maybe a black screen may be a little too much for you. That's the black screens right there. So that's why we have the gunmetal technology. Are we going to make it a light version of it? Oh, heck no. No, not in the 39 technology, we won't. And the reason why is because light screens are okay, but that contrast is everything. We can develop a light gray screen to be able to maintain in a fully lit environment, such like so, without washing out or fading when it comes to colors. The contrast level is going to be fair. But you want a nice dark contrast level. Contrast is everything. Even though this doesn't produce a 100% black level, and it does produce a very heavy shade of gray, still contrast is everything. This is the color of the product. That's what it looks like. That's how dark they are. Now, when you look at it over here, it looks really light, doesn't it? That's because it has all this light hitting the screen. There is no place for this screen to escape with all this light we have in the environment. That's why I like working down here. Because in the demonstrations we see, you got people using ambient light controlled environments. That little red light that's used for a desk, use an office desk light. And we know what we're talking about here, but we have to mention it. That's not bright light at all, period. That is bright light. So when I see people with these little tiny lights in front of the screen, stuff like that, you have to have literally light up on top of the screen. But this, if you're comparing, trying to do a demonstration with lights on, no, that little red office light is not light. This is light. This is why the screen is supposed to be dark. It looks, when you have it normal lighting, they go really, really dark. But you can't see that because in the environment we're sitting in is generating so much light, it's actually lightening the screen. So we're going to do, we have upstairs a 84-inch already coated. We're going to take that. Why is my light? Oh, so my lights are flickering on 1 second. See over there, some of the crazy gamer screen. We're going to go in and we're going to paint that and put that in normal lighting so you can see. Upstairs we saw that normal lighting. Some people call that harsh lighting. I don't care. I don't know. I understand. But anyway, that's what we're going to do. But that's the reason why the screen. Somebody said, well, the screen looks really, really light. That's because it's being hit with all this light. This is high power fluorescent light right in front of the screen. Matter of fact, I'm going to do something here. I'm curious. Curiosity. This is me. Always looking to do something crazy. No, you're in the wrong section for that, buddy. This time needs to be a little higher up. This is what I'm talking about. Let's get it closer to that light. That's better. That makes Mr. Bird happy. That makes me happy. I like to have a challenge. This is even better, even more fun. it. Yes. I like this. Oh, come on, Mother George. Now this is fun. So I said they're afraid to challenge themselves. And I'm looking at the light, I'm looking at the screen, I'm thinking, I got these poles, we can rise the screen up even higher so we can get it closer to the light. Because that's another thing you got to watch out for too. When people do demonstrations, they'll have the screens down real low. Especially, my personal favorite is the window light. So when they have a screen near window light, they'll have the screen at the bottom. So they'll say, look, there's light hitting it. No, that screen has to be in direct contact with the window. If you're going to do a demonstration, you do it right or you don't do it at all. I used to love when Dad used to say that. Like, what's this? This is what you're bringing to me? You're expecting me to give this my approval? If you're not going to do it right, don't do it at all. Don't waste my time. And that's how I feel when I see people doing demonstrations on so-called ambient light controlled environments and dark screens and dark settings. If you're going to be on YouTube, don't waste other people's time. Do it right or don't do it at all. Oh, we got to do more of this. I definitely got to do more of this. I wonder how high we can get the screen. How far can we go up? I'm using lens shift on here, so we don't have to move our projector anywhere. The perks of lens shift. Oh, we can go quite a bit. See that little thing in the middle? The icon, little star, whatever it is. When that thing hits the top, that'll let us know that we've already reached our limit. So we can go higher than this. I got a bar here, but what if we go past the bar? We get the bar, we get it right up on the ceiling. That'd be cool. Can we go that far to get it near up on top of the ceiling? I think we should be able to. That'll be right in line with that. So with that light, how much power that light is, how much, well, I'm telling you how you guys sit in these dark environments all day. Man, you miss out on so much fun. All right, so we gotta scoot this a little bit over because we got a bar right here. So we need to pass the bar. I could give you this for a challenge today, but you'll never pass it, so it's a waste of my time, so I'm not even going to do it. There's no point. No point. So now, my screen is even more direct light with this fluorescent light. Look at that. Look at that screen absorb all that light in. We're going to have to order another one of these because this is only screens that hang off here nicely. For anyone who knows what we're using, this is the photo background drops. So we use basically, for taking pictures and stuff like that. That's what we're using. 2 heavy clamps for the top and that's it. Look at that screen, just taking in the ambient light. Look how close it is. I'm going to show you how close it is. Look at that. Look at that. Boy, I'm telling you, the adrenaline surging through my body right now. I love it. And you guys are sitting in the dark. Are you kidding me? Talking about ambient light rejection technology? Piss, ha-ha. Pish, posh. This is the reason why when we have them upstairs, they thrive with no problem. Look at this, the black screen up there. The black screen absorbs 10 times more light. Yeah, definitely need batteries. All right, let's put it to LG Jazz demonstration. Do you know how bad it would be if I stick a gray screen up there right now? The screen is taking in a more light because now the light is right in direct line with the screen. We gotta go get a gray screen. I gotta see this. I gotta see this. I think the gray stays upstairs in the dedicated view. Play this right now. Really? All right, let's try you again. Play you right now. No, don't go to the channel. Didn't answer to go to the channel. Where did that from? Ta-da. Want that shot of that light in there. They're already done the certify. This is just for fun. Sometimes at the end of my videos, we just do some crazy stuff just for fun. That's heavy. You want to do ambulate rejection challenges? Yeah, just let me know. Not even outside at that. So every time that screen turns gray, you can't see color, can't see contrast. That's why it looks like that. Ooh, man, I love this freaking technology. I think I'm gonna take some of my pictures up there. I'm gonna take all my pictures up there because I want to get the shot in for the light making contact with the screen directly hit on. That's what I want. Now, again, for the argument of those who constantly say, well, you're using a 5,000 lumen projector. Again, understand this. When we put a gray screen up there, certified, they're all being hit with 5,000 lumens, not just our screen only. That would be virtually impossible. We'd have to have two projectors to pull that one off. To have one on our screen and one on theirs. Now you can argue about something, but no, they're all being hit with the same thing. And as I said before, gray screens wash out in fully lit environments, and then you're going to introduce that to an additional 5,000 lumens off a projector. It's going to wash out even faster, even with the lights out, which we did in a dedicated theater room. So, you know, that pretty much closed that case already. All right, so our technology did a fantastic job, and on top of that, we got a chance to up it a notch. Who does that in demonstrations? Most people are comfortable with their demonstrations. They don't want to add any more stress to the screen, so they make the environment as comfortable as possible. Well, we don't do that. I just basically took my screen and hiked it just right up to the ceiling so it can basically get hit even harder with the fluorescent lights that wash out everything in the environment we stick in here. And not our tech. Oh, look at this. And that's gunmetal. Black screens are designed to absorb even more light. We're over time here, people. We're over time here. AK desired nature.
Getting that from YouTube.
All right, people. With that being said, hope you enjoyed the video demonstration.
Craftsmanship that went into making something, you're transported back to us.
New gunmetal technology will be available shortly. I think we've already exalted the fact that the screen can pull up in extreme lighting. That is absolutely crazy. We always learn something new with this stuff. I mean, I knew we could take in some light, but man, bringing the screen all the way up to the top, look at that. And these aren't your everyday lights you have in the house at all, period. Not even close. These are lights you usually have in work studios and shops, workshops, and garages. Those really bright, high fluorescent lights that are needed. All right, I'm getting some pictures for the website. The same thing you're seeing here, you're going to see it on the website. Anytime you see pictures of anything we display on our shopping carts, these are actual video demonstrations to back them up. All right, with that being said, hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. I am more than happy with the technology. I'm going to get ready to get it onto the marketplace. Imagine that, $204 for technology. That's way beyond anybody else's ambient light rejection technology. I'm going to put a challenge on this today. For everybody. Match the demonstration. And keep in mind, it will be contrast only because I know automatically from the door that contrast will not pick up on your screens. Good gracious, man. I like, oh no, I'll never trade my acoustic screen. I love my acoustic screen. I do want to do a wallpaper. I haven't had a wallpaper screen in a while. Oh, I forgot. Before we actually get this thing going too, we have to come down here tomorrow. We have to take the wallpaper surface. We're going to be taping it half and half to the black screen so you can see the difference between the two. We'll be doing that one tomorrow. That's a lot of freaking light, man. I go back to my old demonstrations and look at some of the stuff I used to work on, and man, we never ever used this much lighting in an environment on a screen. Never. Wow. That's a lot of light. That's why I was over there staring at, when I was over to get my visit at the doctor's, I was staring at their screen they had in the conference room. Yeah, 4K Panasonic projector. It wasn't small, it was a good sized projector, about a good venue projector. It was good size when they had in there. And I turned and looked at the screen was white. And there was a woman in there working. I didn't know she was in there working. And I was telling her that's what I do for a living. I was curious. I was looking at the projector from my room over here, and I wanted to look at it. Can we turn it on? Oh, please do. Turn it on. She turned it on, and after that, she turned the lights off first and turned the projector on. I didn't say anything. But that's a shame. All that money for that powerful machine, and they turned the lights off so they could show me the projector. Isn't that sad? When they come in, they're doing a conference room with this much light on a projector, would have probably cost them nothing. You know why they spent all that money for that projector? Because the screen was washing out. That's why. And they thought it was the projector that was having the issue, not the screen. It was a tabby screen too, tension screen, white screen. But they thought it was the projector. So they went and bought it. Pretty sure they got the top of the line model to pick up in that room. And even with the lights on, the image was so bad. But it's acceptable to them. This is what they could have. Take a gray screen. Now you see how badly, the gray screen's not even white. The white will come up far more worse. But you see how badly the image comes up on the gray screen? Imagine having a white screen up there. The more light you have in the environment, the faster the gray screen is going to wash out. And then you're going to introduce it to a projector with an additional 5,000 lumens, you're washing your screen out even faster. The color red.
Getting that from YouTube.
See? It doesn't see color. Not even in the menu, it doesn't pick up color. All right, people, we enjoyed the demonstration, but just wanted to tell you that. I found that quite interesting that all that power in that projector. I looked up the model number and everything on it. I knew what it was when I walked in there. I saw the projector and I saw it was a beautiful machine and automatically was looking at it and didn't know the woman was there. And she said, "Oh, you like that?" I was like, "Yeah, that's what I do. I do movie theaters." I was curious, like, "Can you show me this? Can you turn it on for a minute?" And they turned the lights out. That projector was 6,000 lumens, by the way. It was 6,000 lumens, and the projector sat right about there where my pipes are at, right here. So it was in a closer distance where my projector was at 6,000 lumens, 4K laser projector, and she had to turn the lights out to show me the images or some of the shots on the screen. That's sad, isn't it? So that's why I can't wait until we get our storefront so we can advertise for companies and businesses. And keep in mind, if we ever run into one of these companies, these certified companies, can you imagine the embarrassment of them selling a screen to them? Oh, this is going to cost you, well, how much is the price tag here? Well, these are good screens, but, you know, roughly around $5,000. And we can come and say, oh, you can paint that on anything you want. You can take one of these door screens, do whatever you want. What's the price tag? $204. $5,000 versus $204. Even if we match their technology, their capital could never come down to where we're at because it would completely implode. There's no way in the world you can drop a $5,000 screen all the way down to $204 because it's going to cause a ripple effect in your business. Business financial wise, yes, it's going to be terrible. So how do you beat a screen that can do the same thing you can do or better that costs far, far less than your screen? Nothing. There you go. That's when I sat there and told you that when we design a 39 gunmetal, it is going to be an extremely powerful screen. They can't beat it financially. In their demonstrations, they have to use high-end projectors to make the screen look good. Well, we don't have to go through that. We can use 720p, we can use 1080p, we can use old projectors if we want. And we can do them in fully lit environments. Okay, people, hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. I'm not going to take any more of your time up. I got some things I got to do upstairs. I got to take pictures of this. I'm taking my pictures just like this with all this light. This is what I want. And then we'll paint a screen up. We got plenty of paint. We're going to do a paint on demonstration. And then we'll take a screen upstairs and we'll use it in normal lighting. That's going to blow your mind. All right, got to go. Thank you all and God bless.